and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast reading for the week of April 6th, guys. I know we're moving into spring. This is a unique and one-of-a-kind experience we're all having right now, individually and as a collective. And I would like to check in with all my signs, but my water signs especially, because on an intuitive level, it can feel a little bit more overwhelming. Our dream states, things like that. So I always kind of like to hear from you guys to see what you're going through, what you're experiencing. How are your dreams? How are your energy levels? We're all naturally psychic and intuitive, right? So some of us are being gifted with premonitions and visions and dreams, and some of us are just downloading so exhausting sometimes waking up. But I just like to hear from you guys. Now, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, so please be sure to check all three. And if this is your first time watching me, I hope this serves you. If it does, if it makes a difference or resonates with you, please like, subscribe, comment down below, guys. I really do appreciate it. All right, like I always do, guys, let's take a quick breath in. Prana comes in on the in-breath and just release all that stressful energy out. And let's get started. Loving guidance for the energy of Cancer for the week of April 6th. You guys may or may not hear my dog snoring in the background. I apologize, but also he is so cute. Guidance for the energy of Cancer for the week of April 6th. One more. Awesome. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords, the Justice card, Seven of Coins, the Fool, Knight of Coins, Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. So Cancer, starting out the gate, funny enough, I asked you how you are. We really have to balance your mental sphere. When you have the Nine of Swords coming right out, is when our thoughts get the best of us, when we are just agonizing over shoulda, coulda, wouldas, regrets, guilt, shame, maybe this, maybe that. But it's just in your head. What's beautiful about the Nine of Swords is that all the things that you're afraid of, all the things that you are thinking might come to pass, might happen, might not, made mistakes, all of those things, the chances of them coming to fruition is not likely. 99.9% of things you're freaking out about and wasting mental energy and time over, not going to happen. However, the Nine of Swords says if you focus on it long enough, you're going to create a self-fulfilling prophecy. So let's not do that. We have free will and manifestation. We have the Justice card here. For some Cancers, some things you might be stressing about are legal in nature. Maybe it has to do with work, complaints, small claims courts. Everything is on pause with the courts right now. I can only speak for the United States. I'm sure it's very similar everywhere else. Priorities on the line here. But they're saying, look, instead of stressing out over whatever is happening in your life, instead of sitting there and wasting mental energy, do something about it. When you have the Justice card, it's like, don't give up. Stand up for yourself. Do what you can. Do your best to recognize when you're wasting emotional and mental energy on things you can't control. We're all doing that right now, Cancer. We're thinking, what's going to happen? This and that. That doesn't help. Stressing and worrying is like praying for what you don't want. So let's do what we can. Let's stand up for ourselves. Let's put into action the plans, the ideas, the creativity that is going to uplift us, help us, serve us, move us forward. There needs to be a balance in your life. You got to move out of your head and you got to move into your body, and we got to start moving into our heart and creating. You have the Seven of Coins. They're saying, look at my loves, Cancers, whatever you're stressing about, whatever energy you have put into a cause, a purpose, an idea, work, whatever energy and time and money especially that you put into something in the very recent past, it's not for nothing. Don't worry. Everything is going to work out in your favor. You must I'm not a patient person, so trust me, I am not preaching. You've got to do your best to breathe and flow with the current right now. You can't push, you can't pull. Understand that things are going to work out in your favor. Stay, ethically and morally aligned, and things are going to work out beautifully. There's no point in putting out freaking conjectures like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if things work out? What if all the amazing shit that you were afraid might not happen come to pass? It's just as easy to go the other side. It's just we're more trained to go negatively. Anyway, Seven of Coins. They're saying, look, stop worrying about the shit you can't control. Focus, be determined, it's going to work out. And with that mindset, what are your next steps? What are your next plans? You have the Fool, which I freaking love. The Fool is the beginning of a new journey. It's telling you you must believe in yourself. Unexpected opportunities are going to present themselves. So stop spinning your wheels, Cancer, and trying to figure out how you're going to make everything work. Because the solutions you cannot even see. The solutions are outside your mental realm, your limited thinking, your negative thought patterns. It's going to come to you. But what the universe is saying, my beautiful Cancers, put that shit aside. Pardon my French, but there's no other way to say it. And let's look forward. What can we do? What's my next step? People might say, well, why are you planning that? You don't even know if this is going to happen. Silence those naysayers. In fact, close them off entirely. Choose. You will accept no other experience than that. You put your order with the universe, it will come to pass. What is the next step? What is my next journey? Where am I going? I'm going to create that business, work on my health. I'm going to write that book. I'm going to dig that garden. I'm going to focus on building my tiny home. I don't care what it is. But what's beautiful about the Fool is that the universe blesses you abundantly. It blesses those who have courage and faith enough in themselves. If at the very least, faith enough in themselves, the moment you take one step, the universe is going to provide you the next. You're not going to have all your ducks in a row. So stop waiting for that. The moment you take a step, the universe blesses the brave and the courageous. The divine helps those who help themselves. We have the Knight of Coins. This week, Cancer, once you move out of your head and onto this journey, you are going to be busy, creative, lots of different passion projects. So don't feel like, oh my God, I should just finish this before I start that. Hell no. Maybe in the morning you're doing your yoga sequence, then in the early, and then later you're doing your little tutorials and practicing on your creative projects. In the afternoon, you're doing that sustainable garden. Later in the afternoon, you're doing your pictures and posting on Instagram. Multi-passionate is fucking badass. But what's important about whether you're passionate about one thing or passionate about many things is that you are consistent. Consistent. You do it every day. You put your energy into it. You can't imagine what if the sun and the rain were like, I'm just going to come out a couple days a week. Good luck with your plants. No, if you want something to grow, you must continue to nourish it. Page of Cups. As you do this, the universe is going to be bringing in people that are going to collaborate with you, people that are they're healthy emotional support systems and relationships. So for instance, you're doing this and you end up connecting with somebody else on Instagram who loves it too, or a friend pops up out of nowhere and you're like, wow, like I haven't talked to you in 5 years. I didn't realize you're interested in this too, and you collaborate. The High Priestess, all of these things that you're being guided to, these new journeys, even if you don't know all the steps, even if you don't have all the tools, even if you don't know everything, which by the way, none of us do, these are divinely guided. Divinely guided, Cancer. So if you have those moments of fear and insecurity or uncertainty, stop feeding the negative thoughts. Instead, go into silence, meditate, pray, go for a walk if you still can. Go sit in a tree. Just get quiet. Shush. I can tell my little sister, I'm all, shut up. Shh, and listen. Because the divine is trying to give you not just clarity and direction, it's trying to give you the peace, the inner peace that you can't get anywhere else. No matter how many people tell you this or that, it's a deep knowing. The difference between intuition and fear is that intuition, even if it's an answer you don't really like, there is a sense of calm and peace to it. It's an acceptance. It's a beautiful energy. You're moving in a creative new journey, Cancer, and new journeys are so exciting. They're bumpy, they're crazy, they're curvy, and yeah, they're a little nerve-wracking because we can't see around the bend. But then when you go around it, it has blessings and abundance and relationships and prosperity and happiness and joy you never knew you would have had you not taken that first step. So take that first step. I hope this serves you. If you guys want to just cut your cords and clear, my free link is down below. If you like more in-depth reading, a distance healing soul reading session, or any of my workshops, they're down below as well. Otherwise, Cancer, I wish you so many blessings, and I will see you next week for next week's readings.